Oh, it's early. Yeah, it was scheduled for 8:30. Oh, well. I find it weird you have to, like, schedule it on YouTube. It's weird. I don't... Like, I could do it normally, but then it doesn't, like, hit the right way, I think. Like, right? I can't change it. I don't know how to set the stuff on there yet. I gotta figure it out. Lauma, Nahida, Farina, and Nefa is good. Lauma, Narina, Farina, and Nefa. That's interesting. Who do you leave on field? Are you just, is that quick enough to just constantly swap? Are you always swapping? Who's on field? All off-fielders? I mean, I'm cool with that. Oh, hold on, let me, okay, good.
Hey, we've been in NOD-KRAI for a while now, but we still don't know much about this place. Now we've got some free time. Why don't we go explore Nasha Town for a bit?
We're saving that, for sure. We are saving that for sure. Okay, the only thing we're doing on here really quick is... Did I not use my resin yesterday? Oh, I must not have used my resin yesterday. All of it, because I got too distracted by other things. That's alright. Can we get a... I need a story quest commission today. Yo. I don't like how these guys try to attack me as soon as I spawn in here. So we need story quest commissions. We're gonna do these really quick, and then we're gonna watch videos. Because I need to get some takes on other people, or I want to see other people's takes on NOD-KRAI. And the story quests. Same commissions every day. Yo, are there no story quest commissions in NOD-KRAI? Like, hello? Oh, this looks like one. Oh no, this looks like one. What's this? Here we go. This has gotta be one, right? Alright, and I died. All good? Nope, this is just another fight one. Hello.
All right, here comes another.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Annihilation mode.
Bow your head.
Okay, no, but really, are there no story quest commissions? Or like narrative-driven commissions? This is day 3 with none. Day 3 with no narrative-driven commissions. Hello?
Strike a pose!
I'm trying to figure out if I need to do something to trigger them. Like, world-wise.
Silence.
You know? Because those are achievements we need to get. I guess this is the easiest way to get there. Is this game loud right now? Or no? It seems loud, but it has also seemed quiet previously, so... Compared to me. Oh, wait, can I get new shit for enough or no? Wow, hello? For Lauma? Did these respawn yet? Yes, we can get Lauma level 90. Oh, let me get this waypoint.
Abandoned property belongs to who?
Archus next to Telly.
Finds it first.
Free
So,
chest.
it's legally yours now.
Man. What do I gotta do for some narrative-driven commissions here, buddy? What do I gotta do? Yeah, talk about a mountain. Boom. That's it. Okay. Well, let's go get some new domain artifacts. I don't think I've actually done this domain yet. I don't think I have a first time clear. And I'm full on resin. Ooh, yeah, I definitely haven't done this one yet. Hello.
For the everlasting forest.
Let the mighty be humble. Bow your head.
Oh yeah, this game is definitely loud right now, for sure. Oh my god, it's cranked. Oh, it's so weird seeing we get it 3 times now. When dealing elemental damage, gain the Gleaming Moon. Alright. Man, having that is so nice. So nice, so nice. But when do we get the trash button? Does anyone use the favorite button? Oh man.
Let the world collide!
Ultimatum protocol.
The favorite button should be a trash button. I said what I said. Trash. Trash. Not bad. Oh wait, I gotta leave. I gotta go make more bangs. I don't know why I didn't do that before I came in here. $60 per resin now. Which is kind of awkward though because...
Wow! This place is buzzing with
Stop.
activity! Oh, hey! There's a notice board over there.
Alright, we'll check it out later, Paimon. We're not doing it right now. But yeah, then it leaves us the extra 20, like... What? I guess weird. Because now we have this extra 20 that just lingers. I know we only do need 3 now per day, which is great, but they should have upped it to 240. And we can make 4 per day. Or, you know, 4 per whatever the timing is, you know? Then we have an even number if we're full.
You poor last land with one heart.
Be sanctified.
I'd be full sometimes. I just forget. You play this game long enough and you know not worried about. I gotta sneeze. Coming on. Maybe not. This game long enough. Yeah. Stop caring about using up all your resin as much. Probably trash. 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 Trash, trash, trash. Trash, trash, trash. Trash, trash, trash.
Cleanup sequence is
Straight opposed. Time to shine.
the theme.
We need to do some serious artifact cleaning soon. I mean it this time. It'll happen. We can't put it off any longer. We just cannot put it off any longer. These are all shit. And now it's gonna be a hell of a lot easier. Now that we have the fourth thing.
Leave
Oh.
this.
Show her new trick.
Defensive mode engaged. Annihilation
I
mode.
just really have to analyze this set and figure out who will be the best with it. And by analyze, I mean look at guides and what other people say. You know what I mean? Alright, so. Hot diggity dog shit day of artifacts. Love that. What? What's up, buddy? What are you doing here?
Hello there, traveler. Fancy running into you here.
Yeah, I was farming.
I was just out patrolling the area, cleaning up a spot of wild hunt unpleasantness. And now here you are.
Are there wild hunt spots all around the map like there were withering zones? Because I feel like I haven't seen any.
This is quite a ways from town, and the area's teeming with monsters and the wild hunt. If you need me to escort you back, I'd be more than happy to oblige.
Yeah, I got some stuff to do.
I see. In that case, I'd better not distract you.
I don't encounter danger. Danger encounters me.
Well said. And I have witnessed your skills already. But it
Yeah.
would be rude not to make the offer, having found you alone in the wilderness. Anyway, I'd best be going. If you do find yourself in need of help, you know where to find me. I'll always be ready to answer when you come knocking on my door.
Did Akira go upstairs? Thanks, Flins. Appreciate it, buddy. I'll keep that in mind. We'll keep that in mind. I keep forgetting she's literally right here now. Feels weird.
Thank you for
Is Anefa level 10 yet?
add Astro.
I mean, she's gotta be close. Not that I don't mind using her, but, you know. Actually, I like using her a lot, so it really doesn't matter. Oh, but I still should go to my teapot, because I'm close to full on companion XP. Or, whatever. Close. Not quite, but
This
close.
realm.
Just right. Hold up.
If you ever have any questions.
Jesus. Oh, I forgot I got another one of these, man. No. Look at that. Look at this luck. 4 bows.
Water comes in many flavors.
Oh,
to the
there he goes
discerning.
again with the water. I'm not listening to it today, buddy. All right, let's go back to NOD-KRAI. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Wait, did I do everything I need to do? I think so, right? Okay, so we're gonna do this tomorrow. We'll start with this tomorrow. Well, wait, when does it actually end? I like to hold off the event until, like, it's totally ready to go, but maybe not. I might be feeling it tomorrow. I do want to play Borderlands at some point, though, so it's like... Alright. Let's watch first video. Let me see. So, I see he's back. The man, the myth, the legend himself has returned. After what seems like a hell of a long fight with a hacker. And I don't know who it was, but they wanted your account, buddy. And they almost got it. But when the world needed him most, he showed back up and decided to drop the explained video for NOD-KRAI. So I want to see what he says about everything. We'll check it out. Let me just make sure this audio is all good to go. Bum, ba, da, bum. Good, good, good. All right, give me something good, DeWitt. It's been a while. I need some energy. You know what I mean? I need some serious fucking energy.
Okay, well, it's been a while, huh? We're a bit over 30 days since the last video, which means in the, 2 years I've been making videos, that's the longest I've been gone. But, I mean, I don't know what you guys want me to say, man. It just wasn't up to me. Dude, I mean, it didn't really feel like a break even, because I was just stressing out the entire time. But for now, anyway, it seems we're back. Really quick, some things are going to be changing. For instance, I'm no longer going to be streaming on YouTube. I know for some,
on
that
just
sucks,
YouTube.
But, I mean, look, if something happens again in the future where, again, I'm locked out of my channel, I at least have a separate platform that I can still do stuff. So, Twitch in the description. Furthermore, second channel,
Perfect.
I've been speaking about this for a while now. It's just about ready. So that'll also be in the description. Although, fair warning, it's going to have nothing to do with Genshin or Hoyo, if that's what you're
really?
expecting to see over there. We're
What's he
going to be
gonna
talking
do?
about lore, sure, but, our lore.
IRL streams? You walk around, do IRL streams? Nice. Good for him.
History, mystery, science, stories, First video is about the curses. The curses. It's about curses. To be fair, it's been a while since I've fucking spoken in front of a mic. Forgive me. More specifically, the curse of the pharaohs. Should go live this weekend. I mean, really though, what are the odds all the dudes
Is
who
he talking about for a second
King Tut's
channel?
tomb just happen to die in horrific ways? Curse of the night.
Oh wait, so he's gonna do IRL lore? Ah, he's gonna start his own history channel. He's gonna rival the history channel. Is that what I'm understanding here? Hey, shit, that's a task, but I'm with it. I'm with it. I think the history channel needs a little, new commentators. I've seen some of their stuff recently. It's a little dry, a little stale. They could use some better commentators.
Templars might be more myth than reality. What about perhaps the most well-known curse
Why
of
does it
all
get so
time?
loud?
A curse so dangerous that it may have claimed the most lives in human history of any curse. Folks, I'm speaking of the crime of disturbing the resting place of a god. I'm speaking of the curse of the pharaohs. Could be fun, so join if you're interested. But with that out of the way, I suppose there's nothing left to say.
Dude, I love Egypt. I've loved Egypt since I was a kid, so I actually might tune in. I like the way he tells stories, so we'll see.
Other than, let's get back to work. The iridescent moon's remains are missing. Why? Columbina's strength isn't returning. Why? Columbina devoted a lot of her strength to helping the Tsaritsa with a certain plan. What's the plan? Why? Someone mysteriously protected Hisi Island when the cannon was fired. Who was it and why? Rarir of Solnari Rarir. What are his plans? No one knows. Why? Thelindis. Who are they? Why? Where is Dainsleif whilst the sinner is running amok? Why? Decent amount of whys. Feels like there probably could have been more, but who knows, man? Maybe I'm just rusty. The story starts in not long. Just as we're about to head out to NOD-KRAI with Inefa, Mualani stops us to invite us to a farewell party which we attend but is never shown to us. A cutaway shows Fatu's keeping watch over us before reporting to a mysterious young lady that we have set off, who responds by stating she can't wait to meet us. The boat ride with Inefa is smooth, and before long we've made it to NOD-KRAI.
That's a joke, right? Because did anybody else's boat ride totally bug out? Like, mine auto skipped. I couldn't control anything. I couldn't pause it. It just skipped. I didn't know what happened. No idea.
While walking around, the traveler gets caught off guard. He touches the ground before exclaiming shock at what he's realized. Paimon and Inefa notice the traveler stop moving, and when they ask what happened, he responds, NOD-KRAI is where their spaceship landed when they arrived at Tivat 500 years ago. He says the power...
Wait, he said 500 years ago?
Spaceship landed when they arrived at Tivat 500 years ago.
It's an important distinction to make, whether he actually said that or not. Because the theories can go wild as to how many times they landed here. So if he never said 500 years ago, hold your horses, buddy. Okay? Hold it.
He says the power of the land reminds him of the memories from that time, which causes Inefa to chime in about the power's name, which is Kuvaki. Kuvaki is a unique NOD-KRAI elemental force that predates the existence of elemental energy, akin to phlogiston and the primordial sea. Inefa continues, the moon that shines above rose from NOD-KRAI. Kuvaki is the moon's power. The traveler silently reasons this power stems from the light realm. We try to pinpoint where exactly the spaceship landed, but our memory is too hazy for Inefa to give an accurate...
That's the other thing I gotta analyze again. The whole light realm, dark realm, middle... Aren't there three of them? Like, the fucking different realms. I gotta look over all that again at some point, too. Refresher. Little refresher.
Description. We prep to head to Nasha Town, but come across some Seelie named Kuhenki, who are the apparently native NOD-KRAIans, and are also familiars of the moon goddess. We follow it and find a travel guide. While exploring the town, Inefa tells us once long ago, NOD-KRAI's past was once an age of the Fae, who are just a species. Many of them were heroes, and the most well-known being that of the Lantern Fae, who did many good things for NOD-KRAI. In any case, one day the Abyss came through, dogged on the nation, and the Fae pieced out. We decided to head to the flagship to meet up with old Varka, but find out he's left for 5...
That's the thing, we did never get answers as to when that all happened, right? I don't believe so. We never got information as to when the era of prosperity for NOD-KRAI was, when the Abyss came in. We still don't have a timeline for all of that, which is, in my opinion, important, because when did that all time out when we landed? Like, where are we in that plot in the timeline? Where is our ship coming down in the timeline compared to the Abyss taking over in the era of prosperity here in NOD-KRAI previously and now?
Fucking Narnia? He's not here! But he did pay for our stay, definitely. Good man. As we're strolling the halls of the Hin, we come across an odd feller with dead eyes who introduces himself as Flins. He says he's a ratnik who patrols cemeteries and shows us his lantern, which we immediately take a disliking to. Flins then says the word grave about like 900 times in 2 more sentences before just leaving. Just as we leave the inn, Paimon bitches about food, and to our surprise, we notice a moose giving out food for free to the people. The moose introduces herself as Llama, moon chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. As Llama describes her organization. The Fatui show up all haughty and arrogant, but in taking after the teachings of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Llama simply smiles and offers them the same food she's offered everyone else.
Kill 'em with
They then
kindness.
spot us and leave. We continue exploring the town and find out Dory has a shop here and gives us some information like,
And she did absolutely nothing when the world was on fire. Hey, you know what? Nothing. She didn't do a single thing.
the Fatui pulled down moon remnants and
I'll never forgive her for that. I was on a business meeting.
tells us to avoid the Curatorium of Secrets. We then head to the Adventurers Guild, but don't find Catherine there. No, instead we find Sandrone, who proudly wears that number 7 badge like it's number 1.
Upside
Finally
down.
confirms that she made all the Catherines we've seen. She just, like, I don't know, says what's up in a mean way, but then does say the line.
And, being the refined young lady that I am, I shall indulge you just this once.
That's
Ad
right.
Astra Abasask. Welcome to NOD-KRAI, Dominion of the Fatui.
She
Catherine
said the
then
line.
blows up. We meet back up with Aneva and tell her we've made no progress on finding her spaceship, so we decide to ask Ino if she's seen spaceship parts. She says no, which means at the very least it's in one piece, which further means it's either never been found or it's been hidden. Anyway, because this happened over 500 years ago, Ino suggests we hit up the Frostmoon Scions who have a relic that allows them to stare into the past, so we head out to link up with them, and along the way we meet up with a Super Kuhenki who follows us before disappearing. We continue forward before finding Llama helping animals, because she can talk to animals. Llama notices us
she's
staring
not
at
crazy,
the statue
though.
of the moon goddess and calls her Kutar. She continues the Fatui.
Oh, I have to make sure. She does say something about the statues looking different, right? I had to check those. And I don't know if she just meant that some were enclosed and some weren't. Some are, partially enclosed or what. 3 of them. We gotta check them.
Been caging up all the statues, and this one before us is the last untouched one in all the lands. The Fatui's base is on Paha Isle, and it's built over a moon remnant. The Super Kuhenki from earlier reappears, and Llama is caught off guard, as this is no ordinary Kuhenki. No, it's a Luanatar, which is a being born from the moon goddess's blessings. We follow Llama into the Frost Moon's encampment and learn she's the highest ranked Frost Moon. Llama tells us the Frost Moon Scions are the last descendants of Hyperborea. Long ago, Teyvat's had 3 moons made by the Primordial Master, who at this point in Teyvat's history...
So Hyperborea is gonna be like the Enconomia of this region, right? Or the Rumeria of this region, right? Oh, bro, what the hell is that? What is that copy and paste? You really want me to read that? I went to this location on Sunday, 1/12/2025. So this is the most recent review. I'm star rating... What? What? I'm star rating the get a 0 here is why. I order 4 chicken wings. The owner or worker proceed to give me bruised chicken. The chicken was so bruised that the meat was black. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. This isn't a place that I would recommend. Stay away from this Crown Fried Chicken location. As a business, their license should be suspended, and the City of White Plains Food and Drug Administration should give them a fine. I agree. Fucking bad chicken. Fired. Honestly, though, hey. Not a fan of fried chicken. Don't hate me. It is what it is. Not a fan. KFC, dog shit. KFC is just bad. Anybody who eats it probably has gonorrhea. It's not good food. Although their mashed potatoes are pretty bomb. Their mashed potatoes are pretty good. But the chicken, absolutely fucking not. KFC chicken, bad. Bad, bad, bad.
Should be Nibelung.
Firstborn with
Not so I got back up.
Descendants of Hyperborea. Long ago, Teyvat's had 3 moons made by the Primordial Master, who at this point in Teyvat's history should be Nibelung.
Nibelung.
Firstborn was the eternal moon, largest of the 3. Legend has it that it was her immense Kuvaki that gave rise to the ocean tide. Next was the frost moon.
Bro skipped.
Smaller than her big sister, yet brightest in radiance. Her glow became the cold, undying lantern of the night. Finally came the iridescent moon, smallest of the sisters. Most of the time, her light was barely visible to the naked eye. Yet when she shone, her fleeting halos were all the more mysterious for it.
Hold on. What are the names of the moons again? Or who correlates with what moon? Hold up. I gotta look this up. Because I want to know. 3 moons, Genshin. Because we learned about 2 of them, I think, or 2 of them were explicitly stated. And then, through the powers of deduction, we should be able to figure out the 3rd one. Shit. Ah. What? Aria, Eternal Moon. Dude, I thought they... Didn't they say Canon was the other one, right? Note 2. Note 2. I thought that was a... It was unknown which individual moon each name belongs to. Bro, I could have sworn that we heard 3 of them, unless it was just this one twice. Which is very possible. That could be possible. Also, this is Cap. I found out that calling things deceased in Genshin, what's up, isn't how we should, like, it's not in the normal sense of how we view deceased in our life. Just because a physical form is dead doesn't mean it's dead. We have to start looking at things this way, all around. All around.
Llama then tells us the Moon Sisters died during the war with the Second Throne of the Heavens, but one of the moons, the Frost Moon, managed to survive while the other 2 were shattered. The remnants the Fatui pulled down belong to the Eternal Moon. As for the iridescent moon's remains, no one knows what happened to them. They've simply disappeared. We silently wonder...
Aria, right? Eternal Moon is Aria. Eternal Moon is Aria.
Which of the moons Conria's Crimson Moon is related to. Following the deaths of the Moon Sisters, the Frost Moons prophesied that a moon goddess would return, and I mean, she kinda did. The story is interrupted by a mom crying to Llama for help about her sick daughter. Llama asks the mom why she hasn't brought the kid to a doctor yet, and the mom just,
I gotta pray.
Later, while eating dinner with the Frost Moons, the Fatui pull up and issue a warning.
Is this what they used to do back in the day anyways? Wasn't there like a period of time where, you know, people wouldn't take their kids to doctors and would just pray? You know, besides people, like, not vaccinating their kids now, which is a whole different thing, you know what I mean? But, like, you know, there was a whole period of time where people would just do that, right?
Hand over the relic as well as Kutar's location, or face annihilation. Llama just sort of goes no, and we fight. So we ask Llama about the relic, who in turn takes us to a big-ass statue of Kutar. We learn Kutar was born on Hisi Island about 500 years ago, which is where we are right now.
Yeah.
We ask what came of Kutar, and Llama tells us she left them long ago due to being angered by the Frost Moon's greed. She then joined the Fatui, becoming Columbina, but she's now since left the Fatui. But the Fatui really want her back. Yeah. We finally ask if we can use the relic to look into our past, and Llama says, what do you want to find out? We start out by telling her we are a descender not from this world. Llama says sure, but we gotta wait 2 months as the relic only comes out, once a year on a special date.
Unless it doesn't.
So the traveler wonders what Lumine's up to and head back to the flagship to go to sleep. We then wake up and go for a walk, because insomnia's a bitch, and somehow walk all the way back to Hisi Island, which feels like an impossible late-night stroll, but sure. The Luanatar appears and gestures for us to follow it, so we do, and it takes us right to its god, Columbina. She hasn't the foggiest who the fuck we are, and when we ask
she can't see us.
the Fatui's own damselette, she becomes enraged upon hearing that name, and we sense imminent danger, so we quickly backtrack and ask her about other stuff. But, she's not the best conversationalist. We ask if she's the one who brought the Luanatar to life, but she says this was the work of a different moon goddess. We decide to leave, and with her parting words, Columbina tells us to take care, as the moon can be treacherous. We think about her words for a bit when, by the grace of God, we spot Lumine in the distance and catch up with her. She says she's here for the relic to uncover our past, but she's not finna wait no goddamn 2 months. She then uses black magic to open the secret door to the relic. We say some pussy shit to her and decide we want to go with her, because I genuinely don't know, man. We do some trials with Lumine, and she occasionally acts unusually out of character.
A wide open space. Must be in for a fight.
You know, I must say that even though this didn't end up being Lumine, or, well, our sibling, it was Aether in my play, you know, it was great to have them both talking back and forth. Most interaction we've had with our sibling ever. Pretty much ever. Literally ever. And I loved every minute of it, even if it wasn't real.
Was that it? What a letdown.
Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool to hear it from the other side, though, because obviously I already heard her voice lines as the protagonist. But now you get to hear her as the enemy, or the sibling.
Aether,
What is it?
why are you looking at me like that? Those enemies were weak, were they not?
We do some more trials and some more trials before we finally spot the relic, and some bullshit happens.
Imagine being like a new player and you'd go to fight those slimes and you like struggle with it, and meanwhile she's like, they were supposed to be weak, but literally you just started the game, you know? You haven't even pulled any 5 stars yet. You just skipped all the last quests and you just went to the teleport waypoint in NOD-KRAI, started doing the quest, ran into her, and she's just making fun of you for not being able to defeat some slimes. Gotta be tough, bro.
All right. Go get it for me, Aether. It belongs to me.
Okay, Aether's sounded way more sinister than hers did. I'm not gonna lie. Aether saying those lines were way more sinister.
What's wrong, Aether? After everything we've just been through, you still don't trust me? Don't
She
you want
sounds
to know
kind
the
of
truth
convincing
too,
here.
just like I do? Rest assured, I'll share the truth with you afterwards. Now, go bring it to me.
Aether's was like a totally different tone of voice. Hers isn't. Hers honestly sounds more like protagonist, Lumine. Interesting.
What's going on? Where did this fog come from?
The clouds.
Lumine!
Did we see the traitor anywhere? I didn't see her.
We find ourselves back at the statue surrounded by the Wild Hunt before Flynn comes to our rescue. Flynn says he was simply passing by before he spotted our companion leaving in a hurry, which we surmise was Lumine, and then we just head back to the flagship to sleep. The next morning, word has spread that Frostmoon's relic has been stolen, and as such, Llama goes to the Curatorium of Secrets to have them uncover who did it. This sends the Traveler in a fit, who then goes to the Curatorium. Llama introduces us to the boss, Nefer. She knows who we are,
So
though, because
cool.
she deals in information, but does notice the Traveler acting odd. About 8 seconds later, the Traveler folds and confesses entirely. Llama isn't angry at us, which is nice. She's
Nefer probably knew that whole time, right? Like, she's the type of person that definitely had, like, child spies posted around the town watching our every move. Knowing that we were in town, she was watching our every move. Somebody had to have been watching us leave the town, right? So imagine what would have happened if we didn't tell her, huh? Plot ends right there. GG. They lock us up. Put away for life.
says she suspects the chamber's defense mechanism activated
Game
at
over.
the end due to either impure intent or abyssal presence. Never asks us, are we sure our sister took the relic, given theoretically, once she opened the chamber door, anyone could have snuck in after us. Furthermore, today, the Fatui called off their search for the relic, meaning they already have it. We have no clue if Lumine is working with the Fatui.
So the thing is, though, right? Like, yeah, he wanted that relic. Because it ended up being Riri, obviously, right? Why does he just stand there and stare at it, and then this random moon chanter is able to come...
Hi, Mom.
Fucking A, man. And then this random moon chanter is just able to come in and grab it? Like, we don't see her here, right? But he's just gonna stand there? Rivier's just gonna stand there and somehow not get close to it? Was it explained why he couldn't walk up to it and grab it? Or, like, what happened here? As to why he didn't grab it. And the other girl got it. I forget if he says exactly why he didn't grab it. Unless the other girl swiped it that fast.
Is working with the Fatui, regardless, given the sure are nice, intense, or abyssal presence. Never asks us, are we sure our sister took the relic, given theoretically, once she opened the chamber door, anyone could have snuck in after us. Furthermore, today, the Fatui called off their search for the relic, meaning they already have it. We have no clue if Lumine is working with the Fatui. Regardless, given the Fatui have it, we just gotta get it back from their research facility. Nefer refuses to have the Curatorium involved in breaking into the Fatui facility as they abide by strict neutrality. Llama says sure, but then just like light Yagami's Jehoda, Nefer's pupil, into working with them. The day before the infiltration, we find Llama praying and telling us a story about how she feels nothing from the frost moon above, visible to all, but rather she feels
a deeper power
in the sky. So thus she came to the conclusion the moon is a lie, but she couldn't tell anyone. We confirm her suspicions under our authority as a descender that the sky above Tevat is a fake. She then wonders if she could tell the other frost moon scions that the moon they pray to isn't real. Llama clocks that we...
True, maybe a Wild Hunt can't hold a relic. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be some explanation as to why he just stood there, pretending to be our sibling, with his fucking hand out like this. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, he did tell us to grab it too, huh? Yeah, maybe there's something with it to where he can't even touch it. Can't even touch it, though. Why would he want it? What's he gonna do with it? Interesting. Who knows?
Met Kutar, and we call her aloof. Llama also has met... wonders if she could tell the other Frostmoon scions that the moon they pray to isn't real. Llama clocks that we met Kutar, and we call her aloof. Llama also has met her. I mean, Llama then catches wind that the sick kid from earlier is still sick. We overhear the mother wondering why
this kid messed up our lore drops like 3 different times.
Why her prayers aren't...
all because she wouldn't just take him to a doctor.
...working, and well, now we know the reason. It's because she prays to a false moon in the sky. Llama uses her blood to heal the child, but tells us to keep this secret from the others. We go to visit Columbina again and give her some food, and she confirms she's aware the real moon lies beyond the sky. She then speaks about the greed of the Frost Moon scions that drove her away.
Yep.
Always taking. Columbina then feels pain and the flowers reflect as much before telling us we should leave. She does, however, say the Tsaritsa once told her she could consider the Fatui a second home and family, but once Columbina realized all they wanted was her power, she left. She says she did, however, fulfill her promise to her, even if it cost her most of her power.
Yeah, see, I fulfill my promise to the Tsaritsa, though it has used up much of my power. So that was another part I didn't understand. If she fulfilled her promise, why would Sandrone, towards the end of the quest, and at the end of Act 2, say that there's a bounty on her head? Why would they have a bounty on her head if she fulfilled her promise to the Tsaritsa? You know?
She's now just here to rest and recover her strength. Finally, she says she wishes to return to the moon. We then head back to the flagship and meet up with Llama and Jehoda later that night to infiltrate the Fatui's research facility. Look, long story short, we infiltrate the facility. We do learn some interesting things, however, like the Fatui's current goals are to build a weapon using the powers of the Light Realm, targeting... we don't know. We eventually reach the bottom of the research facility and find out the entire thing is built on the part of the remains of the Eternal Moon. Some researcher who's actually a Frost Moon Scion we met earlier apparently joined the Fatui because I don't care. And she was, however, the one who snuck in after us and Lumine and stole the Moon Marrow and gave it to the Fatui. Speaking of, she says the Moon Marrow isn't here. Llama reveals to her the moon she sees in the sky isn't real.
No thought about that.
Villamina then cuts off her antlers, is just like, sorry, then tells us Sandrone has the Moon Marrow at a nearby location.
So this random person's just able to walk in, grab this thing, walk all the way around the Wild Hunt, and we're lost in this fog we're supposed to be great legendary fighters. We're lost in this fog, surrounded by the Wild Hunt, but she was just able to sneak in there and grab that shit. Come on now, man. It's a little far-fetched, am I right? This girl's pathetic. Maybe whatever was fulfilled was maybe miscalculated steps and needed her power. I mean, I don't know. Okay, and then this was the Eternal Moon. Because we know that both remnants came down. I had forgotten if which moon they said this one was. So this one is Eternal Moon that they built upon, and we still don't know where the other moon, the other broken moon is, right? The iridescent moon, right? We have no idea where those parts are at.
Reveals to her the moon she sees in the sky isn't real. Wilhelmina then cuts off her antlers, is just like sorry, then tells us Sandrone has the moon marrow at a nearby location. Speaking of, Sandrone got wind of everything that's happened and is preparing for our arrival. We eventually find Sandrone, and at that same time the Wild Hunt shows up and eventually just consumes the land. We stroll around for a bit before finding Lumine, and we begin to suspect some things are off about the Lumine standing before us.
Why were you after the moon marrow that night, Lumine?
Among those who entered the final chamber,
MIA
there
moon,
was either someone with impure intent, or else an abyssal presence.
We
Or
can talk
both.
about that later.
Or
Tell
technically
me why,
both.
Lumine.
You know, this is only the second time we fought together since the day we both woke up in Tevat.
No.
Ether? But when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure on your person.
We didn't wake up together.
What are you talking about? We don't have time for this, Ether. Look at me, Ether. Don't you want to explore this world with me?
Also, doesn't this prove that, you know, Ray Rear knows a lot about us? Even though, according to Flynn's, he was weak recently and kind of just is recently gaining all this power. Seems to know a lot about us. Like, in order to intimidate something, you have to know about him, right? But I wonder if he learns all this, like, through his connection to the Abyss. You know? Maybe? I don't know. Is that explained? I guess we have to find out. Something underrated about NOD-KRAI that they did, they're utilizing big lore buzzwords now that in previous regions they may have mentioned once, but it was hidden in a book. Yeah, true. They just casually throw around Light Realm and War with the Descenders like every motherfucker knows that. I mean, yeah, that's true. I said I want to go back and revisit, like, the whole Light Realm, Dark Realm, all the realm shit again, because it's like, I remember it was mentioned, but, like, I don't remember the whole, oh shit, my bad, explanation of it. Yeah. Most possible that it's, what, his connection to the Abyss, that he's able to, like, know these things about our sibling. Well, that was my thing, right? It's just like, if Rayrear is part of the Abyss, well, he's this. All right, Wild Hunt is abyssal creatures, right? Rayrear is an abyssal power, right? What is our sibling? What's like the power ranking with our sibling, and then Rayrear if our sibling controls or is like the king of the Abyss? Like, do you think like Rayrear and our sibling have like had a conversation at one point, whether it was like a fragment, like how much of Rayrear's will was like I guess able to talk, if able to do anything, you know what I mean? Like I wonder if they're even aware of each other, what? Because that was my biggest thing going into it. I didn't look at leaks. I had no idea Rayrear was coming out of anywhere. You know what I mean? So I thought this whole time the leader of the Wild Hunt was our sibling. Because I was like, it doesn't make sense for why somebody else would be the leader of the Wild Hunt if, like, our sibling is the king of the Abyss and the Wild Hunt's like abyssal beings. I was confused. But, yeah. Abyss have records too, similar to what Ermin... Yeah. That's true. Let's see. My concern is Rayrear can't die. He was only sealed by chopping him. Yeah, I don't think he can. I was talking on the video earlier. I was like, Rayrear, he most likely can't die because of the fact that we have to look at it as physical being and willpower, just their will. yeah, his physical being could die. And like if we look at our world, Earth, whatever, real life, like we die when our physical form gives up, right? But Genshin, it's more so it doesn't matter about your physical being. What matters more is their will. So Rirrir still had that will, and he was fragmented. But since his will was still there, he was able to, you know, do whatever over unexplained period of time and end up forming himself into what we saw at the end of the quest, right? And that's why I feel like it's the same with the Frost Moon. We call the Frost Moon deceased, dead, but then Skirk says its will is still alive. Its will is still there somewhere. So it's like Frost Moon isn't actually dead. Its physical form or whatever its physical like entity was may have been killed, but its will was still alive. So therefore, it is kind of still alive, still there. Death isn't the same as it is in real life here. I think that's at least the way I'm interpreting things now. And I believe like the similarities of how Rirrir's physical form was dead, but his will is alive, is kind of the same way as Frost Moon. Like they kind of parallel each other. Remember, Columbina said Rirrir falls side of the moon, meaning some moon goddess sealed it. Yeah. Wait, what? Columbina said Rirrir falls side. Oh yeah, you're right. But yeah, that's the thing. We don't know timeline of Rirrir. That's my biggest thing too. Is like, you know, maybe I could talk about it when he gets to that part. But how Flynn says that when he first fought Rirrir, Rirrir was weak. How long ago was he first fighting Rirrir? Like, man, if there's one thing I wish Genshin, they would do, is just give me some fucking times, bro. Just a little, please. A little more, at least in the vocal part. I haven't looked through all the scraps, and I haven't finished the world quest yet. But man, in the Archon quest, give me some fucking times, bro. More than 500 years. Everything's 500 years. Give me more than 500 years. Like, there's got to be other numbers out there, right? Or am I tripping?
Look at me, Ether. Don't you want to explore this world with me? You think I'd lie to my big bro?
Big bro?
What a letdown.
This was really cool.
Go get it for me, Ether. It belongs to me.
I never believed it. I didn't want to believe it. That strange feeling that something was off. I wanted it to be real so badly, even if it only lasted a moment. But you're not my sister.
Yahoda.
The cold night should be our blessing, yet only confusion and sorrow remain. The truth may yet lie beyond the sky, but must we become lost because of it?
I love how that part too, I really thought she was crying at first.
Beyond
And
the
you
sky,
remember she has
must
silver
we
blood and you're like,
become
oh my god, her head's cracked
lost
open.
because of it? Standing before you, as a scion of Hyperborea and the Frost Moon's emissary, I say this. Should the false sky above dim the light of the moon, then from silver blood that flows as rivers, let us weave moonlight anew.
And he just disappears. She.
The attack
Yeah.
is seemingly over.
I was gonna say, what else do we know about Silver Blood? That cutscene did go hard. I love that cutscene. I love all the cutscenes. All the cutscenes were great.
The Dewey boys got world starred and Sandrone gives us the moon marrow because interestingly, she never wanted it at all. She says it was a different harbinger who told Wilhelmina to grab the marrow, and given Wilhelmina called that harbinger a she, odds are it was Arlecchino who told her to do so. We head out, but Llama then just...
Wait, why? What did I miss? Sorry. Well, why ever he came to that conclusion, I missed it, or I don't know why, straight up.
Who told Wilhelmina to grab the marrow, and given Wilhelmina called that harbinger a she, odds are it was Arlecchino who told her to do so. We head out, but Llama...
Oh, is it because she's like the only... Or is that just like the only female left? Yeah, but is it... Hold on, no. Is that the only female left? No. Yes. No. Powers of deduction, baby. Yeah. Well, that we know of. Assuming this goblin is a guy. Right? Right, besides Columbina. Right, but obviously it's not going to be Columbina. Okay.
Llama then just becomes weak, and then Flynn's pops up. Flynn's questions
Deduction.
what's in Llama's hand, suggesting the Wild Hunt is after it, which forces us to suspect that the Wild Hunt used Lumine's appearance to get us to go after the Moon Marrow. Paimon tells...
Why would Arlecchino want... Yeah, unless... But why would Arlecchino want it? Just, yeah, because Crimson Moon? Maybe? But what the... I mean... I guess, hey, whatever. I don't know if we know yet, and I'm trying to just place facts together first.
Flynn's as much that the Wild Hunt can just impersonate people. Flynn's then makes a joke and then just pieces out, which lets Llama lower her guard before she reveals to us that the animals she's spoken to are afraid to even go near Flynn's. We head to
This
the
is when I thought he was
Curatorium
like a
and Llama
zombie.
reveals she's going to tell the Frostmoon Scions the moon isn't real, and as for the safekeeping of the Moon Marrow, we decide to store it in our body, because, whatever. We tell Nefer about the Wild Hunts being able to impersonate other people, and she heads out. We then join Llama in her revealing to the Frostmoon Scions the moon isn't real. Some days pass, and we check back in with Llama. She asks us if she seems distant to us, and we just say she's really, really tall. Some time passes, and we find ourselves back in Nasha Town, overhearing some fellas talk about the rampant Wild Hunt attacks recently. We spot Aino and Anefa and head over to him with the General Sosi of the Ratnikis. They're all working together to try to get the cannon in the city to start firing again, as it's the main defense against Wild Hunt attacks. Sosi then goes on an elongated rant about headquarters that just confuses us.
So this is... At this point...
Sosi then goes on an elongated rant about headquarters that just confuses us.
He is, or River is him, right? He sounds nice enough, but it feels like he's hiding something. The whole spiel sounds like a smokescreen, yeah.
We, with Sosi, head to repair the cannon. We do our part, and Sosi heads out, and Anefa heads in. Moments later, we all gather, and the cannon's ready for a test fire, so Sosi heads to go inform the Ratniki, while we head to the flagship to see if we can find any more information on the shape-shifting phantom of the Wild Hunt. However, flagship is currently holding a banquet, and we aren't invited. We head to the Curatorium to say what's up to Nefer, who just says, come on, man, we can't let the Wild Hunt destroy NOD-KRAI. So that means we gotta catch this phantom. So we decide to head back to the banquet, this time with Nefer, and now we get in immediately. The locals stare at us like we're a black man entering a fucking Louisiana diner in the 50s. Nefer sets us up as the drinks maker, and we use this opportunity to overhear the conversations of others. We learn jack shit before meeting up with Nefer again and her friend Hinsa. This guy just repairs mechanical arms, like Sosi's and Jehoda's. Nefer asks him if he's heard of some shapeshift.
Honestly, out of everything, this part here seemed the most pointless. Like, I was not a fan. If I had to pick the lowest point of Act 1 and Act 2, it was definitely this here. This all seemed completely pointless. The fact that everybody was so withholding of information, of simple information, very, very simple information, it seemed, that would help the community as a whole, seemed very far-fetched to me.
Wild Hunt Phantom, but he says no. We then play a drinking game to get more info, but learn that no one else has heard of a shape-shifting phantom, nor have they encountered it. Later, Nefer meets with a rat.
Like, I don't understand why everybody would be so want to withhold, you know, their experiences with the Wild Hunt. Like, yo, did you see a phantom? Hey, you owe me $50,000 if I tell you. Like, bro, what? Just tell me how, yo, tell me how it went, man. I'm just trying to have a conversation. What do you mean? Like, that just didn't make sense to me. Yeah. This part, I don't know.
Neek, who reveals there have been more Wild Hunt attacks defeated than the Lightkeepers had anything to do with, meaning someone or something is going around taking down the Wild Hunt. Still, even this rat Neek has never heard of the shape-shifting phantom. We all depart and watch the cannon test fire with Jehoda. Some time passes and we link up with Llama, share all that we've learned, and Llama helps us look into our past, and we see our spaceship landing at Star Sand Shoal. This is all she can help us with, however, because I mean, she's not strong enough? I don't know. We decide to visit Columbina, who can sense the moon marrow within us, and we let her use it to restore her power, or heal her, or some shit. Columbina tells us the moon
We
marrow
juiced
are
her up.
the remains of
Arya, goddess of the eternal moon. See, I thought there was a time before this where it was mentioned, too. Maybe River did what in the first place?
Arya, the eternal moon. Columbina.
See, oh my god, dude. I was like, why do I hear
Boys, it's like we never left.
Downtown Boston,
Columbina reiterates there were once 3 moons. Each had a goddess, and after the war with the second throne of the heavens, all 3 goddesses died, but one moon, the Frost Moon, remained. Arya's power became the moon marrow. Iridescent's moon is Blue's clues, and while the Frost Moon goddess is dead, the moon itself is chilling beyond the fake sky.
And that's why I say, physical form, dead. Maybe River did in the first place to buy time, telling people to keep the information. Yeah, but like, oh, I don't know. It seemed like it was ingrained into their way of living. It seemed like we know Nasha Town, land of scammers, pretty much, right? Like, it almost seemed like it was just their way of living to withhold information. Which, cool, great. You want to take that route? It's a fucking like mercenary town type of deal. Cool. But man, that is some like, to withhold just your interaction with, you know, the Wild Hunt that everybody's out there fighting. Like, the Wild Hunt was a wild enemy, or a common enemy. So it's like, why would everybody just not, oh yeah, man, when I was out there, here, use this and you could take this guy down easier. Hey, you know that berserker with the big fucking axe? Yeah, use this sword, or this style of sword, to take his fucking arm off easier. Yeah, but that, I mean, I get what you're saying. It could be, like, early, like, that's the thing, is how long has River been around here manipulating people? That's why I wish when we had the interaction with Flynn's, when Flynn says that he fought Rear when he was weak, it's like, I wish they would have said, okay, you fought him early on, but like, how long have you been fighting? Like, quickly throw in the question, how long have you been fighting Rear? And he would have been like, 300 years. Or he would have been like, you know, the last 2 months. Like, that's literally the gap we fucking have. Am I wrong? You try to do Act 2 in a coma? That's not good. I don't think you're going to get through it. And yeah, everything collapsed, but it's like, he was still trying, like, what he did there, he wanted people to shoot the Wild Hunt with the cannon. So to argue against it is it's like he's then telling everybody what to do towards the Wild Hunt. If you want to argue Rayrear manipulation, he's like, okay, guys, you all now need to form your ideas together and get to the cannon to shoot the Wild Hunt. Yeah, the biggest thing we need a date on is when Rayrear was weak. When was he weak? I feel like that's very important. And maybe I'm just hyper focused on it because, like, that's just for some reason the part that I decided to hyper focus on, but whatever. You got to do part 2. Part 2 is great.
Columbina reiterates there were once 3 moons. Each had a goddess, and after the war with the second throne of the heavens, all 3 goddesses died, but one moon, the Frost Moon, remained. Aria's power became the moon Marrow. Iridescent's moon is Blue's Clues, and while the Frost Moon goddess is dead, the moon itself is chilling beyond the fake sky. It's from the Frost Moon that Columbina was born, and it's from that moon her power stems.
And this is why, yeah, this is what I'm saying with Rayrear's similarities with Frost Moon. Both their physical forms died, but both of their wills were alive. Are alive. The Frost Moon's will survived long enough to be put in Columbina, and Rayrear's will survived long enough to be put into whatever the hell he spawned as and tried to kill us as. You know what I mean?
Columbina tells us to keep the moon Marrow because it just rejected her. When we
My feeling when Columbina left NOD-KRAI, the seal that exists got weakened. Ah, that's a good thought. That's a good thought. Yeah, if you're saying that, yeah, because the moon helps seal them in. Rayrear fell on, like, the one side of the moon. Yeah, we'll probably see exactly how they worded it here, but maybe it'd take 3 moon to seal the unkillable. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely what's going to end up happening with Rayrear, right? Like, in just terms of regular plot and everything. He's the bad guy, or, well, one of the bad guys. If he can't die, he's got to be sealed away again. So we're going to have to find a way to seal him. But my other thought is we're definitely taking Columbina to the moon. We're finding the spaceship and bringing her to the moon. Somehow, some way. I'm saying, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
speak of the
Oh god, I hit the wrong button.
Blue's Clues, and while the Frost Moon goddess is dead, the moon itself is chilling beyond the fake sky. It's from the Frost Moon that Columbina was born, and it's from that moon her power stems. Columbina tells us to keep the moon Marrow because it just rejected her. When we speak of the Wild Hunts, Columbina notes it sounds like a person she's heard before, someone obsessed with the moons, someone named Rayrear of Solnari Rayrear, who we instantly recognize as one of the sinners. We question how then Rayrear is so weak, and Columbina adds after the cataclysm, Rayrear disappeared and fell into the moon's reflection from which none can return.
Tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return. Yeah, I remembered that. When I started saying it, I remembered that, yeah, their first game is called Fly Me to the Moon. Like, I mean, come on, we're taking her to the moon, man. I like how every person in this game hears and knows the name Sinners of Conria, but they're all like, oh, I know them anyways. Yeah, I know, right? Like, they're so powerful and they don't care. That's what I'm saying. Well, that was another thing I had to revisit too, is exactly, like, how powerful these guys can get. Because it's like, we've heard things, but I gotta refresh my memory on all of them. Well, yeah, what exactly does Moon's reflection mean, though?
We note, even in his weakened state,
like, it doesn't expand on that. And there might be expansion on that in books and everything, and, I don't know, world quests and stuff that I haven't done yet, but yeah. Yep. Sheriff Solnari, Rayrear,
who we instantly recognize as one of the sinners. We question how then Rayrear is so weak, and Columbina adds after the cataclysm, Rayrear disappeared and fell into the moon's reflection from...
Okay, so after the cut, it's, I mean, we're just still at 500 years. I mean, I just.
From which none can return. We know.
But yeah, and then we don't know what Moon's
Even
reflection
in his
is.
weakened state, he beat us at Star Stan Shoal and even Sandrone.
Oh? What did you just say? Would you mind repeating that?
That's your ex-colleague? So, we were on Star Sand Shoal together, and she was beaten by the Wild Hunt, too. Did you just laugh?
No.
She totally
It was
did.
fucking
Columbina
hilarious
states,
watching her
according
troll.
to Fatui intelligence, a fully powered Rare straight up solos all of NOD-KRAI, which means something must be restraining him currently. We ask Columbina to help us see our past, and she does, and we do with more clarity. We spot our crashed spaceship remaining
It is a cool freaking design, man. I really like it. But it just...
open for many, many seasons, years even, before somehow Lumine appears from the outside of the spaceship despite never once leaving it. We have no idea how that's possible.
Two logical conclusions. I'm gonna say this again. Two logical conclusions. Our sibling is fake, and or we landed here twice. Just saying. Give me another logical solution. Or Columbina is showing us something completely fake. Of her own doing, who knows? It could go those ways, I guess. It could go that way. So, like, what is the thing off about Columbina that child... Wait, what do you mean? The Fatui Harbingers are ranked by strength. I have no idea why that girl is number 3. Oh, so this is what Child said. Okay, hold on. The Fatui Harbingers are ranked by strength, and I have no idea why that girl is number 3. I test my skills with every Harbinger who ranks above me if I had the chance, but when it comes to her, something just doesn't feel right. Anyway, you should be careful around her. That's what Child said about Columbina. Because her source of her power is on the moon. So maybe whatever power she was able to hold now while she was part of the Fatui Harbingers wasn't her whole power. But let's say we bring her to the moon via spaceship, she's able to get her whole power, and boom, then she'd be like number, 1. These moons are powerful, dude. I want to see MC Homeland. I can't wait to get Spaceship Record, since the only thing that can't be tempered by Irminsul. Since it's the only thing that can't be tampered by Irminsul. Yeah? Most likely. Well, we know she could teleport. She could teleport other people. And it used up a lot of her power, and she's not getting stronger, or she's not recovering her power. She was able to recover her power from us giving her a little bit of that power, but she's not able to naturally recover her power. And also, what the hell is she sitting on right here, bro?
Columbina helps us further hide the marrow from Rare, and we suggest Columbina stop being a house nigga and go for a walk. We meet back up with Llama and tell her about Rare. We then tell Aino and Anefa, and they tell us Sosi has been murdered. We decide to investigate with Nefer and immediately suspect the Wild Hunts killed him off. Inside, we learn he died to a pole arm, and the last person seen with Sosi was Flynn's, who's since gone into the wind and is the prime suspect. In private, we suspect Rare disguised himself as Flynn's and killed Sosi. We decide we need to find Flynn's and soon catch word of where he is and head to him while Nefer slows down the other Ratniki. At Flynn's location, we find the Wild Hunts, grab a lantern, and head forward.
Cast them away. Also, is it assumed here that the Wild Hunt is talking to him in the Fey language? Or is it just what is it possibly what he is deciding to understand? Like it's talking to him and that was like his core language, like maybe his primary language, so that's what he's actually hearing. Like would we hear it differently if we could hear them? But he's the only one that can hear them? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe her power is being used by time to keep the seal. Columbina was not aware her existence is keeping Revere from going 100%. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what's slow. She's not able to recover her power because she's kind of sealing him, but she doesn't really realize that. Well, if Arlecchino was the one who wanted that other the moon fragment from the other Fatui Harbinger, or she's the other Fatui Harbinger that Sandron was talking about, she should join the battle at some point. I would assume so. I mean, we did ask, they made it a point to put in the parentheses, like, our traveler being curious about where the Crimson Moon fell into the whole moon spectrum of things. So the fact that they made that a point to stand out, like, Arlecchino's probably going to pop back up and, yeah, get involved at some point. And they have to. We're at the land of the Fatui now. We're getting to the land of the Fatui. Bring them all out. Bring them all out.
Hand it over.
Arlecchino is one of the good ones, though. Arlecchino's one of the good ones. The other guy who wants to do, genocide, he wants to go back to the 40s. I'm not with that. No, we gotta avoid him. But I think Arlecchino's cool. I'd hang out.
That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before.
It is, man.
Lantern now!
Just stand on his back. Something curious about this, too. At this point, we have the moon inside of us. We're able to purify abyssal energy. Question is, would we have been able to purify this lantern without the moon in us, or is the moon helping us purify this energy? Is it amplifying our powers? Is it doing it by itself? Does it play a role at all in purifying his heart? I would say helping too. I would say it amplifies our abyssal purification powers. We'll go with that. Sounds right. Sounds good to me.
This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
We marvel at Flynn's ability to fight Rere before asking why his lantern has abyssal power within it, and he tells us, once long ago he cleared out a wild hunt attack and a crystal object appeared. He collected it because, well, he's a collector and wound up collecting other similar crystals throughout different wild hunt attacks that all sort of just merged into one crystal over time. Recently, however, they began emitting abyssal energy, which leads us to believe Rere really wants that crystal. Flynn's then reveals he's fought Rere many times before, but he always comes back, and always comes back stronger and more powerful.
And that did not. Here's the kicker. Before, he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. Here's the kicker. Before. That's all we got, was before. Before what, buddy? Before when? Alas, he has proved more fixated upon this fragment, and for some reason his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. When was that? We don't even, like, why did we not ask the question here? This was a perfect time to ask the question. Oh, that's frustrating. That is really frustrating. You know, it's like how much of the heart is going to come into play with his whole transformation, right? Like, he gets pissed that we purified his heart, obviously, right? But it's like, if we have the ability to do that, like, are we able to purify other parts of him? Like, if we shatter him again somehow, can we then purify other fragments? Like, why wasn't this done before? Could it have? I mean, I don't know how I feel about that either. The fact that we were just able to grab the heart and he seems so upset about us being able to purify the heart, like it actually will affect, you know? I don't know how to feel about that.
Given the Traveler just cleansed the crystal, however, it became useless to Rere, who then sorta just left. We tell Flynn's he's being framed for Sosie's murder. We decide to head back to the scene of the crime with Flynn's, who we travel with, because he can just, like, disappear.
Well, like, if there's other, my point is, if there's other fragments out there, could other fragments form together again to be another heart? Or was this the only time it could form to be a heart? Like, were these specific fragments his heart? I forget if they said. Or were they just random fragments that formed together to be his heart? You know? I don't know if they specified. I feel like they did, but I can't remember.
Here into his lantern or something. It's here we notice something strange. The light on Sosie's mechanical arm is blinking, which means it's due for a maintenance and has stopped operating. Yet, when we fixed the cannon, Sosie's arm was working perfectly fine, which means the Sosie we met that day
Fake.
could have been Rere.
Imposter.
We decided to check in with Hinsa to see when Sosie was...
Oh, honestly, they picked a perfect time to do their Among Us collab, right? Because, I mean, Rere's just playing imposter out here the whole time. Hey, why did Among Us only get a Paimon skin? They should have gotten a Rere skin. Real shit. Although, I think a lot of people would have been upset if Among Us saw Rere before we did. Yo, imagine Rere's skin actually got official, like, release through Among Us collab before we saw him in game. That would have been crazy.
Supposed to get his arm maintained and learned Sosie made the request 8 days ago and was supposed to have his arm maintained 3 days ago. This confirms to us we never met the real Sosie, only Rere in disguise. We question why Rere would do this, however, as all he did as Sosie was repair the cannon so it can fire and destroy the Wild Hunt. If Rere is after the crystals and the Wild Hunts and the cannon destroys them, then what's his endgame? Still, we decide to go to sleep because it's late, but before turning in, Flynn's reveals he's not a human, but rather a fae. The race that once lived in Snezhnaya long ago, which makes him like a gajillion years old. We head to bed and awaken to a commotion the next morning. An angry mob...
So yeah, a gajillion years old. Pretty much our timeline of him fighting Rere is a gajillion years ago, and how long did we get here? It's been, what, 3 days since this place came out? Yeah. So, but we're between a gajillion and 3 days ago is how long he's been fighting Rere. Real shit. Oh, yo, man.
Bob really wants Flynn's head, as word of Sosie's death has spread. That's not all, however.
Hey, to be fair, there might be a book out there that clarifies. Don't know yet. Don't know yet.
Word of the shape-shifting phantom has also spread. Nefer clears the mob and we have a team meeting at the curatorium. Together, we reason Rere has been the one destroying some of the Wild Hunt attacks, seeking the crystal fragments. Still, we aren't sure of Rere's underlying goal. We head back to meet with Flynn's at some creepy place with Wild Hunt logs. We read a couple of them and piece together that Kuvaki strengthens the Wild Hunt under certain circumstances. And because Rere wants to use the cannon in the city that fires Kuvaki, this must mean Rere can use Kuvaki. When Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt meet, the stronger side absorbs the weaker one. So, if the cannon is fired at Rere and he's stronger than it, he'll absorb its power and become immensely stronger. Llama then sends word to us via a bird that the cannon is preparing to fire onto...
I have a feeling Rere have a big grudge on the 3 people. Maybe they just people that backstabbed him, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Could be true.
Star Sand Shoal. We worry this firing will give Rere a complete body, so we head to Star Sand Shoal to...
Again? Yeah, crank it, dude. Crank it. Crank it. That's what I want to hear.
People dying at inconvenient times.
We head to Star Sand Shoal to stop Rerir while sending word to Llama. We find Rerir and he's just all...
Yeah, who the hell is Thelondis? 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 Who?
My evil plan will work. We ask what the crystal fragments are, and he says they're his corpse. The one Flynn's had was his heart. The wild hunt itself was just caused by Rerir's torn apart body. Rerir's none too pleased.
What truly infuriates me, however, is you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, everything I endured, and all for nothing. So that's what I'm saying. Is this confirming that those specific fragments were his heart?
And he says they're his corpse. The one Flynn's had was his heart.
Well, that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
The wild hunt itself was
I
just
guess this
caused
kind
by...
of does. I guess this kind of does confirm that those specific fragments were his heart. I'm going to take it as that.
Rerir's torn apart body.
I just felt like there were so many fragments that he still didn't collect. Like, he got a certain amount of fragments. Because it's kind of weird. I almost feel like he could also be saying that, oh, over the course of time, Flynn's gathering those fragments eventually formed into his heart. And, like, if he were to do that again, it would be another however many years or whatever amount of time to reform his heart. Well, the 10% is because we diverted the amount of Kuvaki he was getting. It's not necessarily because he didn't have his heart. It could be, I mean, it could be a mix of both, right? Like, I understand the heart being the core, but it's like, if he gets a bunch of other fragments together, could it be the heart again? That's, I don't know if that's clear. It kind of is, but, I don't know. I'm torn about that, even based off of him saying it right here.
Rerir's none too pleased we cleansed the power in his hearts, which just destroyed his heart. Rerir says,
and we taunt
this
him.
Next cannon shot will not
be a full restoration, but it will be more than enough to destroy anything in this world who stand in my way.
Return him to full strength.
Okay, so he already knows that, yeah, without his heart, it's not going to be a full restoration. But he's upset that it's only 10%. So it's fair to say he knew he wouldn't be 100, but he also expected it to be more than 10%, I think.
He'll become much stronger, and it's then a light shines. Sometime earlier, the others tried to stop the cannon from firing, but, I mean, just fucking failed.
This place, dude. Oh, he didn't even show. Hey, he didn't even show the chaos in Nasha Town. These idiots. All to shoot off a fucking cannon and save the city. These idiots want to go through and light everything on fire. Like it's fucking 2020 again. I didn't understand. These guys are shooting off the cannon to divert the wild hunt away from their town. But oh yeah, let's just put bins and barrels throughout the whole town and light it all on fire. Great idea. Seems so smart.
We are out of time.
Anepha's, hey, look. If you didn't pull Anepha in 5-8, you failed at life, straight up. Because you want to know why? Look at her right here. Just watch.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Faith, brother. I'll say it again. Look at her, dude. Anepha gained the hearts of everybody right here. Look at her go. So dope, dude. So good. Well, here's the other thing I said about this part too, is like, in Act 2, we really didn't see the Fatui get involved. Last time we saw Fatui was at the end of Act 1 when, you know, we got, whatever, the core back from, Sandroni, right? And throughout Act 2, no Fatui. But, you know what? I'll let it go. Then they got attacked right here, got involved. But they were already involved, actually. And then here's a Nepha. God damn. Knees buckling. Clanker strength. Prime clanker strength right there, dude. V. I've seen this cutscene like 12 times already, dude. The tentacle ball. Dude, he's just so sick. Tall as shit, bro. How tall do you think he is? He's taller than LeBron for sure. I remember seeing someone made that video if the LeBron James could take on the Heavenly Principles or something, right? Well, he can't take on this guy, I'll tell you that much. This guy is dunking over LeBron.
Rarier is again none too pleased and states he's barely at 10% of his original strength. He then just starts yelping while saying the names of other sinners, Vedafamir, Rhine-Daughter, and someone named Thalindis. He then says it's time to go.
None of it matters to me!
It's always reassuring too when like people who read the books more than I have, like previously, are like, oh, no idea who the hell that guy is. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God he doesn't know either. Cause fuck me. I mean. Yeah.
Fools. Time to die.
Time to die. I got so ready to fight here too, and then we just didn't fight him. I was so disappointed.
You two have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid.
See, and when he says that too, you two have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge, is that saying that we have the, basically, the potential to be corrupted by the abyss, right? But almost like he can't be. He's saying it as though we can be, but he can't be. Even though this guy, I mean, look at him. What are you talking about, dude? Have you taken a look in the mirror? Like, there's water right there. Just look down. I mean, come on.
You two have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid. How laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed.
Knowledge is the true pillar of the world.
Knowledge. Forbidden knowledge.
You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
See, we even look at her like, what the hell do you mean? Look, watch our head turn.
You're not the only one who got stronger.
Like, what? What the hell do you mean? That's a definitely like, wait, you guys have fought before? Or like a, almost like they had him captive or something. You're aware the VA is saying to, Wait a minute. Rare's VA is the same as Lagus's VA? No way, really? Hey, dude, no way, right? Oh my god, I can... Dude, what? Hey, give that guy a raise. Holy shit, he is pulled off... Wait, what do you mean, maybe? What do you mean, maybe? Yes or no? Hey, look, if it is, give him a raise, okay? Because he's pulled off 2 great villains back to back. Holy shit. Anyways. What was I saying? Oh, the way we look at her, like you guys have fought before. She's withholding a lot of information here. Does him forming into that confirm Catalyst user? You know, him forming into the little ball as he moves around? A Catalyst user, right? Missed him. Boom! Right in front of the moon. I didn't even realize that at first, dude. Right in front of the moon. Holy. Look at this. Boom. Stars peeking, but pops his ult right in front of the moon. Holy shit. Wait, what? Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of like throwing crazy shit out there right now. I mean, if he's playable, you know, maybe he's a Catalyst user. Who knows? And here we go. We get sucked up.
No, wait, this isn't over.
Hey, man. So is the robot dead? The robot's GG, right? Robot's blown up. Red sky. Looks an awful lot like another place that
We're
had a
back
red
at
sky.
Columbina's hideaway, but
Jesus
Sandrone is not happy.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out, equipped.
In this one here. Again. Study his abilities inside out. They fought. Before they knew about him. How? Where? When? Why?
Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score.
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash, but battles just get chaotic.
Polonia's dead.
Oh, so you actually...
My hopes and dreams of playing as the robot shattered. Absolutely shattered. Should have had Svarog, that's all I'm saying.
thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately?
Maybe they have battle record, maybe PRO record. Yeah, I mean, but like... Oh, yeah, duh. Because, yeah, 500 years ago, Conria, you're right, yeah. I didn't even think of that, duh. He was still a sinner. He was still around, Conria. So maybe that's what she's referring to. Back in the day when, like, you know, all of that was going on. I don't know, dude. I don't know anymore. Piero looked up at her. I don't know how long he's been around either. I have no idea. Piero only know 5 sinners? I don't know.
Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation.
Do we know how old Piero is? He's over 500 years old. I mean, yeah, it could easily be from fighting before. Yeah, it could be from way, way, way back when they were originally, you know, sinners before Cataclysm. That's true. But still, the fact that, like, she was prepared for the fight, you know what I mean? Like she was ready to pop off against him. One court mage of Conria, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even think of that here. I'm gonna be completely honest. When I was first playing through and I was questioning the whole fighting and everything. But I wonder what the beef was like then, though. We really don't know the Sinner's relationship with the Fatui back in the day, do we?
And
maybe we do. I don't know.
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me bite you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research. So you went and cooped yourself up all alone.
That was none of your business.
He just trolls the hell out of her.
To one of your freaky hovels again. Come on, Polonia.
Oh wait, no, the robot's right there. Wait, what? I'm tripping. He was here. Why did it look like he's not in the circle, though? Oh, Polonia did make it in, yeah. I was gonna say, I felt like I would have noticed that before, but he's not in the circle.
No, wait! This isn't over!
Yeah, he's not in the circle.
Get tolerated your nonsense previously.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't make I didn't try to make that connection the first time, so I think just slowing it down, you notice things differently when you're playing it slower. Oh, we know what Dane said. They're top achievers of Conria, the creme de la creme. Yeah.
Because we were colleagues.
Well, obviously, then this is just confirming that the Sinners and the Fatui had beef. How old's Marionette? Is she from all the way back then, too?
We bite you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all.
Come on, Polonia. We're leaving.
We thank Columbina for the help, but worry that Rare is now too strong for us to deal with, even at 10% strength. Flynn's asks Columbina if she's the one who protected Hisi Island earlier when the cannon fired, but she says no. We decide to meet back up with the others, and in private, Columbina laments that her strength isn't returning and her time is running out. We have no idea what to do about Rerir since he's now since gone into the wind. We visit a funeral for Sosi with just Flynn's and find Columbina out and about, enjoying the air. She tells us the weapon at the research facility built with the Light Realm plays a key role into the Tsaritsa's plan, but she doesn't care for the plan, so I mean, she doesn't tell us, or she doesn't know it, who knows.
The weapon formed over the remnants of the eternal moon. Since joining from Fontaine, we saw a picture of her younger version. Sindroni is 360 years old. Oh, Jesus. I hope that's not actually real. Or it's not an actual leak. Is that, like, confirmed or fuck? Although the Google AI shit isn't, like, kind of obviously buggy sometimes, because... Fuck, was that actually a leak? What? So, but point is, she wasn't Moonblade, but point is, she wasn't around pre-Cataclysm, was she? Yeah, so wait, no, I'm still... Because if she... I get what you're saying about Piero records. But she seemed like it was a personal vendetta. So if she wasn't around pre-Cataclysm, why would she have her robot prepped to fight him? I mean, yeah, it could just be because common goal of the Fatui, right? Common goal of the Fatui, sure. Oh. Prep your robot to fight this guy. We're gonna need to fight this guy eventually. But like... I guess that's, yeah, I guess that's the most we can make of it, right? If it was actually fight records from pre-Cataclysm between the Sinners and the Fatui. We don't know that either. So I guess it's just a big question of how we, you know, how they fought before. Well, yeah. No, they had to have fought before. I got stronger too. That's implying they fought before. So if she wasn't around pre-Cataclysm, and they fought before, that means that they probably fought recently.
The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world.
I mean, I could very well be missing something, but that's all I have.
You're not the only one who got...
Yeah, you're not the only one who got stronger.
Stronger. Polonia!
Or she's just not. I guess that line alone doesn't say they fought before, but the fact that she said later here.
Polonia would have been...
I study his abilities inside out. We're going to settle the score. I don't know. I don't know. If I keep looking at it, I guess I could argue against myself and say maybe it doesn't seem like they fought before, but it kind of does at the same time, just based on certain wording. I don't know. I might just be overthinking it. But that was my initial thought. my initial reaction when seeing this is that it seems like they fought before, so I'm gonna stick with it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Fuck it.
Realm.
Yep, she did cough it, but we are not aware during the Lauma cinematic. Remember, Polonia was beat down. Oh, is it really just? Is it just referring to
Some
that?
will mean and up and
You
event.
think? Like this? Are you talking about this? I don't. If you're talking about this, I don't know because it's like.
Blessing. Truth may.
She said she studied his abilities. Like no abilities are being used here. And like he wasn't formed yet. He was still as a phantom. Yeah, but he was still as a phantom. So I wouldn't consider this as the fight. I don't. It's starting to seem like the Sarita is just a nasty son of a bitch. I want to know how Child loses to a girl who does nothing. Like, that is embarrassing. I mean, Child is... Go fight Child right now. And you'll literally one-shot him with any character past Alan. I mean, you could probably glitch it and take all 3 phases away with 1 Mawika ult. That's how weak Child is, alright? I mean... Am I skipping over it? Like... Is it before this?
The attack is seemingly over. For two.
Okay, hold on. Let me just go to the beginning. Hold on.
Okay, well.
Oh my god, I hit the...
About headquarters, that just confuses us. We with...
It belongs to me.
I never believed it. I didn't want to believe it. That strange feeling that something was off. I wanted it to be real so badly, even if it only lasted a moment. But you...
The cold night should be our blessing, yet only confusion and sorrow remain. The truth may yet lie beyond the sky, but must we become lost because of it? Standing before you, as a scion of Hyperborea and the Frost Moon's emissary, I say this. Should the false sky above dim the light of the moon, then from silver blood that flows as rivers, let us weave moonlight anew.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, we're seeing our POV, but she's fighting someone too. But like, yeah, the fact that she just says that she studied his abilities, I mean, it could very well just be that. I mean, I don't know. It seemed more than that, but I mean, good point. They could just be referring to this.
Seemingly over. Fatui Boys got World Star, and Sandrone gives us the Moon Marrow. Because interestingly...
Silver blood. So if Hyperborea is the golden city and the angels are from Hyperborea and the Frostmoon Scions related to Hyperborea, are they now silver because they're not golden anymore? I don't fucking know, dude. I don't... I have no idea. Maybe. But it's also the way, like, we looked at her, I think. I don't know. Like I said, I could very well be overanalyzing.
Studied his abilities inside.
But it's like I studied his abilities. His form wasn't there. It was as a phantom. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, it doesn't... He was as the phantom as us. Or, well, as our sibling. So it's like... It made it seem like she had a personal grudge against River. And well, yes, River was technically our sibling. It's like he wasn't... Oh, they abandoned Hyperborea. Yeah. I'm reading other chat.
Realm plays a key role into the Saritsa's plan, but she doesn't care for.
Yeah, and then Saritsa's plan, obviously something to do with fragments of the Eternal Moon, which, if we remember, we're pretty sure it was the, what's his name? Dr. Tottori, right? Who was coming here to also mess with Ancient Moon Remnants. So, whatever he's doing there, I bet.
The plan, so, I mean, she doesn't
Which
tell
we
us.
really don't know yet.
Not, who knows? Columbina suspects our...
But isn't it, like, suspected that, yeah, there's, they're forming their own little moon?
Spaceship was hidden by someone and finally tells us she wants to return to the moon one day.
And that's why we're going there. We're going there, I'm telling you. Spaceship was hidden. Don't know who it was hidden by. It was good to rewatch this, though. Just hearing him just talk through it, you know what I mean? Just, it's good to rewatch and then just kind of piece a couple things together. No, thank you, DeWitt, and welcome back, dude. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Hope your account doesn't get hacked again and you figure out those cops outside your window. I don't know what you need. You need some, like, soundproofing or something like that because that's... Buddy. Hey. Stuff out here. Alright? Oh, man. Now what? Oh, I think I was gonna... I was gonna watch... this one, but...
Style starts with the D.
I don't know if I want to do a whole nother one. Because I already have, like, my opinions formed.
As one of the main villains in NOD-KRAI, and it was a very necessary interaction we had.
You know what? I'm just gonna see what he says, if he has a thought about the fight. Does he go in order or does he hop around? Man. Oh, okay, hold on. Is he gonna play a full... Oh, I hope he did. No, I can't watch the cutscene again. I'm gonna go insane if I see the cutscene again.
Oh no, Renova cursed Conrians with immortality, the wrath of Celestia. All Conrians felt the wrath of Celestia due to 5 sinners. His body was shattered into fragments, but his consciousness remained, able to manifest and form the Wild Hunt to try to regain his body back. And Flynn's was the only one to really pick up on this. Flynn's is also a character that very quickly grew on me. He's so wholesome, and every time he speaks, it's so soft-spoken, but incredibly genuine as well. The Wild Hunt trying to sow panic within Nasha Town, and when we finally reconfront him, he confirms sequence in Nasha Town where the city's burning, people are looting, taking advantage of the chaos. This was the Wild Hunt's plan all along. Since the Lightkeepers are actually the main faction that fights the Wild Hunt, it made perfect sense to frame one of their own. And as he's about to kill us, this is when Sandrone then returns. And we get to see Polonia in action. Honestly, her robot is badass. And because Sandrone is a mechanic and engineer, I think she's only gonna get stronger. But we're going up against one of the 5 sinners here. and he's only at 10% of his full power. This really is a great example of why the 5 Sinners were so dangerous and why the Heavenly Principles, along with the 4 Shades, absolutely nuked Conria. Rhindaughter absorbed Nabarius. We know how powerful Sertologi is, and who knows what the Visionary has seen. Somebody really ought to call Dainsleif, but it's kinda crazy that one of the 5 Sinners is the main villain so far in NOD-KRAI. All of us about to die when Columbina then gets us out of there. And honestly, this whole interaction was pure gold. We don't get to see Harbingers interact all that much. Not nearly enough. Sandrone just freaking out on Columbina for doing what she did, but you can tell despite her being pissed off and scolding her, she has tremendous respect. She even threatens Columbina, but they're empty threats. She actually has no intention of pursuing Columbina. Oh, so you actually thought you could win? Have you been taking care of yourself? Your calculations have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you should try sleeping or resting earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation. Weren't making any progress, so you went and cooped your way to appear in NOD-KRAI. Can't wait for all their reactions. Sandrone then just pouts off.
I don't know. You didn't say anything right there. Maybe I'll watch the full thing later. I don't want to watch another full thing right now, to be honest. It's like it's good to get different takes, obviously, from different people. Oh shit! What the fuck is even Rir's power? Rir's power is to Wait, you're saying what, like, form of power? It's abyssal power. Right? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Abyssal power, brother. Abyssal power, brother. Let's go level Lauma up. Why is it red? I don't know. It's special abyssal power mixed with sinner power. I have no idea. I'm assuming some form of altered abyssal power. More enhanced. I don't know. I mean, don't listen to me on that because I need to go back into more of their power and where their power, like, truly, how they're able to get so powerful. Because, like, when I first saw that scene and he was like 10%, I was like, okay, 10%. This dude's wobbling over, and all of a sudden he's getting way more powerful. I'm like, oh, is he, like, slowly gaining power? And then everyone was like, oh, no, like, that's still only 10% of his power. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that does make sense. But, like, what the fuck? Why is this guy so powerful? And then I was talking with someone earlier in a different video, and I was like, the sinners definitely seem to be more powerful than the shades. I don't know how they ended up being like that, but they did. Mainly because I am a personal believer that the sinners, or that the shades are not able to leave Teyvat. I believe that in the gods teaser trailer or whatever it was, that whatever space they were in was still within Teyvat's borders. While we know for a fact that the sinners can leave Teyvat. Sertologi is 100% outside of Teyvat. With Nahida instead of Nubalat? Okay, fine. I'll try. Oh, but dude, I don't have... I need to put a different weapon on Nahida. No, I can't. I took all my artifacts and put them on Lauma for Nahida. But yeah, because we were talking about if the sinners can die. Or, well, at least if River will be able to die. And probably not. But at the same time, like, since, or at least I think, probably not if he's inside of Teyvat, because his will is here, or whatever, right? Or he would be able to form his will, but like, Teyvat having its own laws, if you want to run to there, well, if he were to go to, I don't know, let's just say Amphorius, for sake of a better place, right? Let's say Amphorius exists, and River was gonna go there, and he died. His physical form fucking imploded. He died, right? Okay, well then what happens? You know, like, is he actually gonna die there? Would he actually truly die? I don't know. I kind of confuse myself when I'm talking about it too. Oh, where is this other One Piece here? Like, does their will hold the same weight off of the land of Teyvat? I guess is the best way to say it. You could argue that will is will no matter what. But death in Teyvat probably has its own set of rules compared to death off planet. So it's like, well, his physical form can break in Teyvat and his will can survive, and then he can form himself again. That's not necessarily true off planet. Jesus, there's a lot of orbs here. I got food upstairs. It's probably cool as shit now. God damn it. Oh, let me pull it up. How exactly did I word this? Where is it? It took me a second to write it out. Because it was kind of... Oh, you commented on that video too. What did I say? I said... Oh, here's my thing with theories that mirror the sinners and the shades. It restricts the sinners to the rules of Teyvat. So what happens once they're off planet? Suitability, for example.
Creatures.
Hey.
They are the pride Fontaine.
I'm reading here. He's off doing who knows what. What would happen to his will if his physical form were to be vanquished on another world? Most likely wouldn't just teleport to Teyvat. So would he be dead? Does his will actually exist outside of Teyvat? While they may not be able to die inside of Teyvat, who knows what could happen outside of Teyvat? By comparing the sinners as counterparts to the Shades, who have no record of ever leaving Teyvat, to my knowledge, because their purpose is to maintain order in Teyvat, we're implying they're equal in power, when in truth I believe the sinners are much more powerful than the Shades. And that's why I'm like, I'm a thought that the Shades were actually still inside of Teyvat, in the God's Limit teaser. There's no explicit confirmation that while they were in a meeting, or while they were meeting, they were outside to say that. Because they weren't. I mean, we have no confirmation that the Shades were outside to say that. Compare that to how we hear people talk about Certology. Compare that to how we hear people talk about Skirk. Compare that to how people talk about us, the Traveler. Everyone says off-world, 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 off-world.
Silence!
For the everlasting forest, you
Let the world collide!
Let the mighty be humble!
The Shades? I'm not sold, dude.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
I'm not sold, dude. Oh, so what were you actually saying about the blood? Silver blood. So if Hyperborea is the golden city and the angels are from Hyperborea, and the Frost Moon Scions related to Hyperborea, are they now silver because they're not golden anymore? Oh, they abandoned Hyperborea. Guarantee they used to have golden blood, but their curse is that it's now silver. Gold from Hyperborea confirmed. Honestly, I don't know enough about that to know. Because I was curious what we knew about Silver Blood already. I don't know everything we know about Silver Blood, being honest. There's a couple things I gotta look up. Alright. A couple things we need to figure out. Which I will figure out when I actually go through this and repost this video, because what the fuck? Well, that was my thing. Yeah. I hear any type of... I hear Golden Blood, I think of Emphorius. I think of Chrysos Heirs. I think of Nanook. You know? How the fuck do I get down here again? Is it just a hole? Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. We got two whole races here. I mean, we got Fae. Two new races.
When
right?
the tide comes in,
Oh, right,
I shall
dude.
return.
I mean, probably more. We have Fae, which are new. And then we have the Scions. There's like all these little side lore things, the books, the world quest stuff. I gotta still look into that. What's your take on 3 Defender Gnosis? Three defenders. No. Oh no, no, stop. I didn't mean to come down here. It's okay. Run away, buddy. I'll catch up with you later. Not looking to fight you right now. Imagine all pieces emerge. How many Gnosis? Just one? All 7? And are you saying Rayrir would like absorb them? What? But I guess when you mean emerge, you mean like all at the same time? Like fighting each other? Like Rear versus Fatui versus Third Descender? Or are you saying like somebody gets all of them? Well, because no C's Third Descender. So. I guess maybe I don't understand that question. Go away, horse. Go away. No, this dude's stalking me. Oh, River Fragment uniting and Gnosis uniting to create Third Descender. Possible. I could see that. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen theories out there of people saying that, or other stuff similar. I feel like it was definitely an Ashkai video who, you know, I feel like that's one of her things. The fact that Nibelung, cause, hey, look at it all. Physical forms dying doesn't mean it's dead. We have to remember this. We have to remember this. And if Nibelung's will is still present, then yeah, 100%. Which I believe it probably is. What is she doing up there again? So most likely, Nibelung's will is still present. And just because his physical form is dead, if his will is there, which, I mean, you have to have a strong will to be a Descender in the first place, right? Then guess what? Bringing his pieces together, you're basically guaranteed. You know what? Hey, I would guarantee. Okay, I can't say guarantee. Very high probability that if the Gnosis are all of his fragments and there's not like other things out there, which probably are, considering it's a big ass dragon, right? I mean, talking size wise, right? I mean, well, let's just say all the Gnosis are the only remaining physical parts of Nibelung, assuming Nibelung's Third Descender, then yeah, he would probably come back. That'd wake the Heavenly Principles up. Curious whether Moondragon shine all nation. Moondragon. Hey, look, if we get a Moondragon, it'll be the coolest looking dragon in the game, guaranteed. Because, I mean, let's be real. Look at that Lunoculus, right? Let me get a closer look. Let's get a closer look at this Lunoculus, alright? Look at that shit, man. That is the best Oculus in the game. By far. So, the designers are working overtime. Alright? Overtime. So you better believe that if Nibelung... Oh, Jesus Christ, sorry. Moondragon comes out. Hey, look, that Moondragon is gonna look badass. I don't know if there'd be a Moondragon, though. That's kind of... I don't know about that one. That is actually peak Oculus. I love it. I didn't think there was gonna be one here. Yep. I didn't think there were gonna be Oculus here because of the fact that the statues aren't like real statues of the Seven. You know what I mean? And the fact that we turn in the Oculus and the other nations into the statues of the 7, I didn't think they were going to put Oculi here. I thought it was going to be something else. Like, we may have had these, they look like this, but I didn't think they were going to call them Oculi. You know, because this technically isn't a statue of the 7, right? I mean, it can't be. It's not. It just simply isn't. It just simply isn't. I mean, from a gameplay experience, it makes sense, but it makes sense to follow the same thing, you know. And the stamina, you know, give the new players the stamina, you know, in case they just started. Puffin, you better get away from me, because I swear to God, I will murder your family again. You better go find some meat or something. I told him. I don't have the patience for that. Yeah. But didn't Llama also say that these statues are slightly different? Like, obviously, Tatui is coming in and capturing them. But she also, like, said defacing. I don't know if she literally meant defacing or if she just meant...
Isn't there anything else more...
Yeah. No, that's the same. I guess just defacing in the fact of trying to encase them. Oh, yeah, okay, wait, which one is broken then? Wait, hold on, plus is complete version. Remember the other statue is broken. Moon statue feel... Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, I remember Llama saying something, but... Wait, there is a difference in them? Am I not seeing it? What am I missing? Oh. Yeah. Okay. Say, I remember Llama saying something about defacing and all that stuff, and I thought... I remember there was something where I wanted to check... Yeah, I remember there was something I wanted to check 2 of the statues because I thought she said one was completely messed up or something like that. Like, or no, maybe she just said this is the last full one, or maybe she said this is the last one that hasn't been ruined or something like that. And the other ones are just defaced because they're encapsulating them in shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. Very interesting indeed. I have 100 and... Okay, perfect. I have enough of the moon thing, so now I gotta kill more of these guys.
Useful stuff.
Installation chamber.
Bow your head.
Vandalize, yeah. Let's say I remember her saying something, and it made me interested in looking at all the other ones, but I don't remember what it was. What are you guys looking at? I need your tokens.
So quiet.
Also, is the treasure hoarder thing like a full side quest or a world quest? Because I remember we're supposed to learn more about Reed Miller, right? I still have to do all the world quests.
Settle down.
Yeah. I said, yeah, Genshin got power crept hard. Genshin got power crept hard by an NPC. Unbelievable. And when I saw that, I was really upset because Kaching was my first 5-star ever in the game. Back nearly 5 years ago. God damn, that's crazy to say. Back nearly 5 years ago, Kaching was my first 5-star. Just to get power crept by an NPC and NOD-KRAI. Feels bad, man. Hey, look. Kaching's legacy will live on forever. You wanna know why? Where do you go when you need a build? Tell me, what's the website? We all know it. Her legacy will live on forever.
Use of force authorized.
You poor
Silence. Intel.
I just teleport exactly where I am. Whatever. Oh no. Wait, Paimon did say what I said though too. Thought this place would be more heavily guarded. Exactly. I said that when we were doing the quest. I'm like, where the hell is everybody at? You're telling me there was only 2 guards in here the whole time? We form a giant hole in the ground, and yet, where's everyone at? Hello? Here's what you take on MC skill once he got the power of the moon. Like when we took the moon inside of us.
Use of force authorized.
Forest, defensive mode engaged.
Be sanctified.
Come on, can people give me blue ones, please? Oh, what will his power be like? I don't know.
Did it take too long?
I really don't know. I haven't really thought about it because I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Like, I don't see us holding on to this for a long time. I mean, unless it's leaked that it is gonna happen, which I don't think it is. I don't think we're gonna get a new power, a new
back this time.
Yeah, like new skills and everything.
Installation chamber.
You're pretty sharp.
I think their way of incorporating new skills is all through like the new reactions. There is info on new power for Traveler.
Use the force authorized.
Defensive mode engaged. Move this
Cut it! Intel!
I mean, that would be cool. Changing power just on the fly. Oh, yeah, there's no leak yet. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't see it happening, to be honest. I think the... Oh, no, you're good, dude. You're good. Straight. I'm just making sure I understand what you're saying. But no, I would say that the way I look at it is these new reactions are kind of due to the moon. You know what I mean? I mean, well, they are due to the moon, but that's their way of incorporating a new power with the moon. It might not be direct skills from Traveler, but if you think about it as, you know, we're running around as the Traveler right now, technically, it's like, oh, we have this moon in our body and it's giving these extra reactions. I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with shit because I don't see them giving us new powers. Mainly because this is not part of the original plan. Which, I mean, doesn't mean that they don't have to give us powers, but I don't know if that would fit into the lore of the Traveler. Like, our mission, well, not our mission, but our, like, something we're able to do is absorb the elements from the Statues of the Seven, or whatever, right? So then all of a sudden giving us a new power is it's like, okay, well, what does that do to our elements that we're gathering from the Seven? I don't know how that fits in lore-wise. I only got 4 blue... Wait a minute, what? Did I already... Oh, I was like, what the hell? Wait, didn't I just buy something? Didn't I just buy blue ones? Shouldn't I be able to craft more? Or, sorry, green ones? What the hell is going on here? Hey, look. Come on, Sucrose. Don't fuck me. Oh yeah, Piero will definitely make an appearance. All the Fatui are gonna make an appearance. All the Fatui. They're popping up. One way or another. 6 Dendro. I mean, he has to pop up. Like, Piero has to pop up. This is the land of them. Finally. Oh, fuck. Now I'm out of these, though. Man. Yeah, well, I mean, based on Sandroni's words about fighting him before, I mean, it makes sense that Harbingers are definitely going to have it out for Revere. So, once again, we're going to be siding with the Fatui. We're going to be working with the Fatui. I love how when we go into a new region, they make it sound like it's the worst thing to side and work with the Fatui, and then we end up doing it anyways. I guess, like... It's like they keep trying to make an enemy out of them, but we're gonna be friends with them at the end of the day. Not the genocide guy, alright? He's a little crazy. But we have the same goal. And we're gonna keep having these same goals until the heavenly principles are dead. It's gotta happen. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. We're gonna blow up Celestia. That's the goal. That is the goal. Alright, well. I got Lamadus 90. Exactly, we've been doing Fatui manual labor. Venture Guild Day 1. I mean, that's their undercover operation, okay? They're just spying on us the whole time. It is what it is. But dope. That was a dope little session watching. I think I'm gonna be live a lot tomorrow. I was gonna do World Quest possibly today, but I wanted to watch that video because I saw he came out with that again. I was like, oh, this dude's been MIA. I gotta watch this. I gotta watch him do it, bro. Yeah, I still gotta watch Honkai's fucking live stream too. But I'll be on a lot more of the day tomorrow, so we'll be able to do all of that. But for now, I'm going to get food and chilling. So, thank you. And I will catch y'all later. Peace out.